Alright, I'm going to put on a new wheel, or excuse me, a new tire. So basically I took the previous video, you saw me take the tire off. So I basically I wiped the bead down here. I wiped both, all along both sides, all the way around, to make sure that it's nice and clean. So this is my new tire right here. And when you mount a tire, you have to be aware of the direction that it goes. So there's an arrow here that tells you which direction the wheel spins. So it spins this way. And that means, and this right here, this is the throttle side of the wheel. And if this is spinning this way, that means it has to be like that, right? So that's one. The other thing is, on the new tires, you have to look for a little dot, a painted dot, on one side or the other. And it's actually on this side right here. There's a dot. You have to look for that. And this dot right here basically lines up with your valve stem. So basically this dot is right same spot as it is right here. So I'm going to line that up with the valve stem right there, as close as I can. I mean, you could spin the thing once the tire is mounted. You could actually spin the thing, and that does the same thing. But the closer you are, the less you have to spin it. Makes it a little bit easier for yourself, right? So brand new tire. So before I mount it, I'm going to actually squirt the bead. I'm going to squirt the bead around, and actually even before I did that, while I was taking the wheel off and the old tire off, I actually left this tire out in the sun to basically heat it up so that when it's nice and warm, it's more pliable. So it's a little bit softer. Versus if it was like really cold, this thing, the rubber becomes real stiff and it's harder to work with. So that's a good idea to do that. Leave it out in the sun. So I'm gonna spray the bead down with soapy water. Right, soapy water. Pay attention to where my paint is. The little dot on the paint. Right there. And line it up as best I could with the valve stem. And basically I'm just gonna squeeze this down. Squeeze this down, squeeze it down. Right, there's only so far you could go before you can't go anymore. Again, my bead protector, I'm gonna stick these in. See that if you see that from down here. Right, on my bead protector, I pushed the rim in as much as I could. Right there, I basically put my knee where the bead has went over the lip, so that way it keeps that in place. With my tire lever, my tire spoon, stick it from underneath, and just lever it over. Okay. So you do one side, hold it to the other side. The closer you do it to where the bead is, oops, there you go. To do where the bead was where the transition of the bead was over the rim, the easier it is to flip it over. So the transition was over here somewhere. If I would try to move, spoon the bead over all the way over here, that's not going to work very well. So you'll have to do it close to where the transition was. So I basically did both sides, and because of the loop, it just kind of slipped over, and that was good. So that was pretty easy, pretty fast. I'm actually going to leave these in here because I'm gonna put the bead over on this side in. Again, lube it. All right, lube it. Gotta keep that. Oh, actually, this one doesn't actually move that way. So I'm gonna slide these around. Basically, I have to basically slowly work my way through, work my way around. I'll go right here. Usually at the beginning, there's no real tension, so it's no big deal. Alright, move it over, bring it in as close as where the transition point is, and where you lever it, you should be as close to this as you can. The further down I am here, the harder it is to get that bead in. Alright, so hold that. Again, move the lever over. Move the protector, rim protector over, position over. I'm going to get over to this side. Over, slack. Now, as you get closer towards the end, it actually gets firmer and firmer and harder to do, because now this right here is getting tighter and tighter. So this part right here gets tighter. What you need to do again is push your bead down so that the bead is towards the bottom of the rim in that channel. So when you do that, it actually gives you more. Slack. Squeeze that tire in, squeeze the sidewall in so that it goes into that little channel. Okay. Now you can actually see how there's a space in here. That's when you know that it's in the channel. So you have more slack, basically. Oops. Alright, more slack in there. There's more slack in here. So I should have more slack so I could basically lever this over. Oh, this thing's dry. Well, it's dry already. Spray a little more. There you go. When it's lubed, it moves over a lot easier. So now, I basically am at the last point here. Hopefully I could just squeeze this in right here and the whole thing will pop right in. Very last part, just kind of push it a little bit. There you go. With lube, it pops right in. And my rim protectors. With the rim protectors, okay. And then go look at where your painted dot is. On here because there's a lot of friction, so it's really hard to move. So I'm just going to spray some more lube in there so I can spin it easy. Alright, so this side's all dry already. So I'm going to spray lube on this side as well. Now that's pretty close enough. You know, shops when they do this, they won't even bother rotating it. But I'm a little bit OCD, so I'm gonna spin it just that 1/4 inch or so, or 1/2 inch that it needs. Well, hopefully I can spin it. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can't. It's probably too much friction. Yeah, it's too much friction. Okay, that's it. That's about, if you look at it, it's about 1/4 inch or so from being lined up together. So that's close enough. So my bead's all wet, so that's good. That's gonna help me once I pump up this tire. That the bead being lubed will help seat the bead. So usually when you do that, if you look here, there's some spots around. The bead is actually still centered in the center towards of the rim of the dish of the rim, while some spots is actually higher up. So I actually want the bead to be all even with each other, so you can actually seat the bead a lot easier. But this one seems like this tire is actually, the fit seems to be pretty tight. I might not even need to do that. Usually when the fit of the tire is real tight, you don't even need to do that. It'll seat itself pretty well. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can pump it up like just like this and see what happens. I'm going to put the valve core back in. Unfortunately, my air chuck for this valve, it needs the core for it to be able to activate. If you have a chuck that doesn't need the core, it's better to do without the core. So the opening here is actually bigger, larger, so that the air going in can go in faster, and you have a higher success rate of seating the bead that way. Okay, so let's mount the tire, and next one is and pump it up, and hopefully it'll seat. So maybe that might be the next video. If it seats really easy, then I won't do another video. If I have a hard time with it, I would do another video. Thank you.